Coach, what did you think of the quarterbacks as well as the offense as a whole operationally today?
Well, that's the first thing I would talk about if you asked me what you thought we did offensively tonight. It was our operation was really slow, and it took us. It's one of those things you work on at practice, but maybe sometimes you don't have the play clock as much as you probably need to have it early on the season. But we're still real early here. But our operation of getting in and out of the huddle and getting to the line of scrimmage and getting going was really slow at times, and so there's just so many things after this first scrimmage that you can go back and look and get better. And it's a little you know embarrassing and almost that we had, I don't know, 3 or 4 misalignments, because that doesn't only fall on the people that misalign. That's the quarterbacks as well. We ran a lot of different formations tonight, and the quarterbacks have got to be able to get them in the right spot. And because we've got a couple of really young receivers that are still learning, and so the misalignments are inexcusable, but those are the kind of things you get taken care of before the first game.
How do you evaluate the quarterbacks when they're not live, and especially if you want to run with them a little bit?
That's exactly right. That's hard sometimes, because there's times when, oh yeah, it would have been a first down, okay, and then you're thinking about your first down call, but yet no, they spotted it short and it's 3rd and 3, and so those are the things that you have to deal with. In the spring, a few times we went live on the quarterbacks, and it really makes it easier for both the offense and the defense to see that and to have that, go through that like that. But that does make it a little bit tough at times. But on the other hand, we're in a position where you've got to keep your quarterbacks healthy at this point between now and the first game.
How do you weigh evaluation with obviously a long live period like today versus day-to-day practice?
Well, first and foremost, and our quarterbacks know they get evaluated on a bunch of different things, okay? But first and foremost is taking care of the football. And that was a frustration tonight. We've got some experienced guys that have played a lot of football that end up turning the ball over in situations where that shouldn't have happened. And so it's one thing to maybe get tricked on a blitz and not know it's coming and get pressured, but the turnovers we made tonight were kind of inexcusable. So, and that falls on me. I mean, I've got to do a better job of getting those guys clued into when to get the ball out of bounds and make sure they understand down and distance. And as a quarterback, one of the toughest positions to play in all sports. Every time you walk up to the line of scrimmage, you got a lot to think about. And you better always know what your plan B is, right? You better always know what plan B is. So,
how concerning is the lack of downfield passing game against at least the first and second team defenses?
It's kind of been a back and forth, to be real honest. Now tonight it wasn't there as much, but it wasn't so much the focus for that tonight. We're trying to toughen this team up a little bit. We want to play physical football. And so, there's several things that you saw us do over and over and over again, because we want, sometimes when the defense knows you're going to run it, can we go get a yard on 3rd and 1? And so some of those things was by design. And then, there was a little bit of frustration on some misses downfield and some of the things, but we really didn't do it as much as we possibly could either.
You mentioned toughen the guys up and wanting to play faster. How do you toughen them up to play faster? Because we were talking, that was a whole lot faster than how they were playing last year. So
okay.
How do you make them go faster, and how fast do you want to actually play?
We want to be able to change tempos up. And, there's certain situations where, before the ball snapped, you can see them defensively maybe getting ready to make a change defensively, and then we want to go fast. We have the ability to go fast when we want to, and you have to be able to go fast in 2-minute offense and mayday situations. And so we have practiced that quite a bit. But just our general operation of getting in and out of the huddle, getting guys from the sideline into the huddle, and then out of the huddle lined up. And then we also had several package plays where we're going to call one player or the other at the line of scrimmage, and that was too slow. So we got to pick the pace up on that.
Were you up in the box tonight, or
yeah,
were you on the field?
Yeah, I was in the box.
Do you envision that during the season?
Yeah, I'll be in the box. Yeah. We had our guys pretty much just like they'll be on game day tonight.
Do you prefer to have one running back maybe emerge and lead you in carries by a good bit, or you like a committee situation? What do you think you're going to get?
I'd like to have, the one that's sticking out right now is Seti, of course. I mean, he sticks out, but and if one emerges, that's okay. You'd like to have 3 of them emerge. You'd like to have three that you could put in there and plug and play at any point in time. But we got some guys that are getting better. AJ had a couple of nice runs, but then he had one really nice run where he fumbled the ball. And again, 2 years ago, Coach Langford's one of the best running back coaches in the nation. We had 2 years ago where our running backs didn't fumble not one time all season. So that's a huge emphasis for us. So again, that's one of those things where, we got to give the defensive credit for causing the fumble, but we've got to be able to take care of the ball better.
All set.
Thanks, Coach.